Hey guys, and welcome back to another video here with Angel B Designs. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Before we get started, please make sure you like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Share my content if you think I provide value. What I am doing today, I bought a Cricut Maker. I know you guys are like, girl, all these machines you're buying. Listen, I like to craft. So anyways, I bought a Cricut Maker because I wanted to try I want to, get into engraving. So that's what we're going to do today. Is we are going to be engraving an acrylic blank, but this is the Cricut Maker that I got. I did get it from Michael's. I just went up and purchased whatever the one that they had. The color is rose, I believe. It's like rose gold on the top. But the official color, I think they called it, was rose. But this is the Cricut Maker. It comes with this, your regular fine point blade. And then and then this is the engraving blade. So I did have to purchase the engraving blade separate. And then it also comes with a rotary blade. So it comes, the Maker, when you purchased it, it came with the fine point and it came with the rotary. And then I purchased separately the engraving tip. So this is the engraving tip that we're going to use today to engrave our acrylic. Okay. And then the way you install it, we're going to install it on the B side. You just take your fine point blade out. You're going to take on this engrave, the one that I purchased, you can pull this off. That's why it has this gold piece on top. But you're just going to put it in with this plastic piece on the outside and the gold piece on the inside. Okay? You're just going to install it and close it just like that. Okay, like you would any tip. You just want the plastic piece to be on the outside. Okay, this is not closing all the way with this tip in there. There we go. I'm going to put my rotary blade in here. And then the acrylic blanks that I have, they're ones I got off of Amazon. I will link them down below if you're interested in purchasing them. But they're ones that I got from Amazon. And they are the thicker ones, so the 2mm. On the, you can only engrave up to 2mm. It has to either be 2 or 1. So obviously 2 is thicker than the 1. So I got the 2mm, and it has this plastic piece on there. I'm not going to pull it off right now, but this is the acrylic blank that I have. And then I also bought the LED base that you can put this on like this, so that you can light it up. That's what we're doing today. I'm making one for my son and for his bedroom. But yeah, I will link the acrylic piece, the base, in the description box, so you guys can purchase if you want to. Okay, but now we're gonna go over to Cricut Design Space, and I'm gonna show you how to get this set up so that you can engrave in Cricut Design Space, and then we're gonna upload our image as well. So I'll see you over there. Okay guys, so I'm back here in Cricut Design Space. I decided to try out something new. I use Zoom to record, so I decided to go ahead and turn on my camera so that you guys can kind of see me. Hey, but I don't know. I just was trying something new out. If you like it, comment. If you don't comment, let me know. But what I'm going to do now is show you guys how to go ahead and prepare your image to cut it onto the acrylic blank. So this box that I have right here is going to be, and they're attached. So let me detach them. So this box is going to be the template. It's going to be the acrylic template. Okay. Let me go ahead and measure it to make sure I have the right measurement. And the way that I'm measuring it, I'm just taking my tape measure and I'm measuring it across like this. And then we're going to measure it up and down like this as well. Okay. So taking this and measuring it across like this. it is, it's about 5.1. So we're going to change that to 5.1. And then I'm going to assume that this part, now this little lip, you're not going to measure the lip because that's the part that's going in the base. So, ooh, excuse me. So you want to measure it from like this corner to this corner, not this lip, because this lip is going to go inside of your base. So don't measure that part. Go from corner to corner like this, okay? And yes, it's also a 5.1. So because it's a perfect square, it's going to be 5.1 by 5.1. So this box is going to represent this acrylic blank, okay? And then here's the image that I'm going to be engraving. So I'm just going to line it up within this box, you know, where I think it should be. And I think that looks nice. So my image size is a 4x4, okay? 4 wide, 4 high. And it fits pretty well inside of my template here, which represents my acrylic blank, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to group these two together. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to ungroup these. So let me ungroup. Now, right now, this image right here where it says Xavier, that's my, that's the cut I'm going to be doing. That's the actual engraving image I'm going to be doing. So right now it says basic cut, which means my machine is going to recognize it as maybe vinyl or something like that. And it's going to try to cut it with the fine point blade. We need to engrave it with our engraving tip. So the way that you change this is you're going to make sure you select it. And then you're going to come over here to operation. And you are going to select engrave. So that is going to tell your machine that we have installed our engraving tip. And we're not cutting this, but we are engraving it, okay? So you want to make sure that you change this from basic cut to engrave. Now I'm going to select everything and I'm going to group it. And we're going to go over to make it. Now this, let me show you how you are going to put it onto your mat. So when you place this on your mat, we're going to have to take the acrylic blank onto the mat because our mat isn't sticky enough to hold it to make sure it's not moving. So we're going to have to use a little bit of painter's tape and we're going to have to actually, let me go back and I have to attach them so they can be on one mat. Okay, so you want to make sure that you attach it so it's on one mat like this. But like I said, I'm going to use a little bit of painter's tape. You can use masking tape, whatever tape you have, and we're just going to have to tape this to our mat to ensure it doesn't move. So what you want to do, again, the box represents your acrylic blank. So I wouldn't, because we have to tape it, I wouldn't put the acrylic blank right up in the corner, right there. I'm going to place it on my mat a little in the middle. Okay, so I want it to be somewhere that's easy because we're going to have to remove this box and then come back. I hope I'm explaining this good enough for you guys. So we're going to have to remove the box and then come back and place the image because we don't want to engrave the box. We want to engrave just the image, but we need to make sure it lines up on our mat the way we need it to. Okay, so I'm looking at the X right now. So the X I need to be lined up. So what I'm going to do, okay, I need to pick a spot where I'm going to put this image. So on my mat, I'm going to place the acrylic blank on the 1x1 line. So if you can see it here, the 1x1 line, which means this, I'm going to look at just the X. Okay, so the X is going to be on the 2x2 line. Now we want to remember where the image is, not the box. So pick a point on your image. For me, I'm going to use, like I said, this letter X. I know this letter X is on the 2x2 line. So I'm going to take like a visual screenshot, a mental screenshot of where this image is sitting. Now I'm going to hit cancel, and I have to hide this box because we need to just engrave the image. And I'm going to go back. So now I'm going to take this image and I'm going to place it where I'm pretty sure it was at. See, now I don't remember because I was talking and I wasn't really paying attention. So let me go back. So if I place this on the, what did I say? On the 1x1. Okay, so here and here. Okay. So now I'm going to hide that, go back to make it, and I'm going to move this here. Okay, so now I know that my box was 5.1. So this is going to be, if I put it right here on the 1x1 corner right here, it's going to go to 6 or a tiny bit over. So it's going to go to about here. Okay. I know it's going to go down to here, and I know it's going to go down to here. So I know my box is about here, and that looks like it's going to line up the way I need it to, and it'll come out fine. We're not going to mirror this at all, and we're going to hit continue. Okay. Now you're going to go to browse all materials. You want it to recognize your maker, which is up here. You can either, if you have it set already, cool. If not, go to browse all materials, and we're going to type in acrylic. And I have the 2mm thick acrylic. So I'm going to select that. I'm going to select done. I'm going to leave it on the default pressure we have already loaded in our tip into our machine. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and load my acrylic onto my mat. So I'm not even going to go get my camera. Y'all can see me. I'm just going to get my mat and do it right here. Okay, so I'm just grabbing my mat. I'm going to be using the Cricut Strong Grip Map, the purple one today. But like I said, this acrylic piece is probably still not going to stick to it, even though it's a fairly new mat. And then what you have to do is peel the piece off. Or one of the pieces off. If I can get it, come on, piece. There we go. So I'm just going to peel this little protective layer off. Now, the side that we just peeled it off is going to be face up. Okay, that's the side we want to engrave on. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on my mat on the 1x1 line, which is the line, I made a mental picture of. And I'm going to place it onto my mat like this. And it's not going to stick by itself. It's going to come off. So what I'm going to do is just take a little bit of tape. I'm going to use some painter's tape. Just to hold it down. Because I don't want this to move while it's engraving. And I will show you guys when I'm finished. Okay. That should be good. I'm using 2 pieces. and I'm taping it to my mat like this. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is just pop this into my machine. I'm going to load it. Okay, so it's in there now. As you can see on the screen, if you look over here, it has been loaded. So tools and material loaded. And now all I have to do is press see, it's blinking. So I'm gonna go ahead and press that. It spit my mat back out, so I'm gonna have to do that over. It's just detecting the tool right now. Gotta do that over because it spit the mat back out before it even started engraving. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and get this cut, and then I will come back and show you guys, or I'll show you while it's cutting. I'll grab my camera and then I'll show you guys what it looks like while it's cutting. Okay, so real quick, I just wanted to show you the reason that it spit my mat back out was because these white things right here were over like this. Because we're cutting a thicker material, these little white stoppers here, when you're trying to get it to roll underneath this bar, it's not gonna go because these stoppers are in the way. You just have to take them and push them all the way down to the end like that. And then once you load your mat, it should work. So you load it. And then let me select my material. Okay. And now you see our C is blinking. We're going to go ahead and push that. And it's going to prepare, it's going to detect the tool and do whatever it's supposed to do here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let it do its thing. And then I will come back when it's all finished. Okay guys, so it is done engraving. And it's got some little pieces on there that I don't want to get on my mat because it's gonna make it not sticky anymore. So before I do anything, before I take it off, all I did was move it from the machine over here to my craft table, because I just want to pick up all the little shavings without it getting on my mat. I'm just going to take a piece of painter's tape here, and I'm going to go over it just like this, and it's going to pick up all the little shavings. You could use a lint roller to do this as well. Whatever you have on hand. My lint roller was on the other side of the room and I didn't feel like walking over there. So just using a piece of tape. See all the little shavings that came up? I didn't want that to get on the sticky part of my mat, so that's why I did that. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and remove the tape. Let me back this up a little bit. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just take this off, and it is pretty much done after that. I don't have to do anything else, I don't think. We're going to put it on our base and see if it works. Okay, and there it is so far. I know you can't really see it. I'm gonna go ahead and take the other piece off the back so that it's, you know, more of a shiny effect rather than a that cloudy look. Oh, that looks so nice. Okay, let me get the base. Okay, so the base that I got, it actually came 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 came in the base. It comes with the base and the plug, obviously. And then it also comes with a remote. Okay? So you put this piece in here like that. It just fits right in there. And then you plug it in. Okay, so it just comes with the USB. It doesn't come with the block. So let me grab a block. You're going to have to provide your own little block in order to plug it in. Or you can plug it into the computer or laptop or whatever. And then you plug it in. Or it takes batteries. That would be better. I don't have any. I'm at my office. I don't have any batteries, but it also takes batteries as well. Oh, you know what? So wait a minute. What is this for? Now I'm not sure what this is for. The plug. Because there's actually nowhere to plug this in at. Oh, yes there is. Duh. I'm being slow. I'm sorry. I'm being slow. Okay, there we go. You plug it in there. And then you put it on there like that. I know you can't see it because I got my ring light on. Let me see. And then I'm going to turn my office light off too. Oh, that's cool. So you turn it on. You use your remote. You can do green, blue. Let me see. You can make it flash. Strobe. Fade. That's cool. Let me turn the light off. Okay. Let me turn it back on. So on. Why won't it stay on? Yeah, I don't know why my remote it's not staying on. It'll probably be better with batteries anyway. But you can see how it engraved really nicely. Okay, well, that is all. I have to play with this little stupid remote. and a little base. But that is how you engrave this acrylic sign. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, definitely drop them down below. If you have any video ideas, drop those down below as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.